Be inspired. Be blessed. Subscribe to the Wind Hover. For inquiries, call the Philippine Jesuit Aid Association at telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892. Once again, Philippine Jesuit Aid Association, telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892.
Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Voice of W Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, punong at tulong. Di pagka Blue Eagle, kalingiding at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan.
We are now on YouTube. Watch all of our live episodes plus exclusive content in our channel at radyo-katipunan FM. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the bell to get the latest updates.
Jescom Music Ministry, your daily dose of inspiration. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang Socio-Political Apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan.
Get your daily dose of inspiration through our music. Follow Jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music in YouTube.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
The fire we reported at the fire hall is still burning out of...
Do you sometimes feel confused or lost in the complications and complexities of life? Do you feel drained, listless, or exhausted from the daily burdens and responsibilities? Why not seek our campus ministers on air every Tuesday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon? Listen to our counselors from the Loyola School's Campus Ministry Office as they ground our lives in our faith, in our school's spiritual tradition. Campus Ministers on Air. Be guided, be inspired, be blessed. Listen to our Campus Ministers on Air.
Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Voice of W Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo, 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 katipunan. Radyo,
Hello, everyone. This is Hannah Mantos, your always bubbly chica buddy from 1AV.IR, and welcome back to Kwentuhang MVP. Yay! It's the last day of April, guys, and we hope that this last quarter is going well for everyone. Hopefully, today's episode gets you excited about all the great projects of our orgs that they have this May. This is also the last leg of the school year, so we are all excited. We are coming to you loud and live from our homes via the Facebook pages of radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM, Ateneo de Manila University, and of course, the Council of Organizations of the Ateneo Manila. You can also stream us via the Radio Katipunan YouTube channel at Radio Katipunan FM. We are also coming in via audio streams at any Shoutcast online radio station around the world, so just search for Radio Katipunan. And of course, we're also transmitting via the 87.9 FM frequency, so tune in if you are within the 2-kilometer radius of the Ateneo de Manila campus. All right, quick recap muna. Last week, we took a look at the flagship projects of Baybayin Ateneo, the Cultural Convention Sigla 2021, and the Ateneo Chemistry Society with their donation drive and module creation project, Build a Lab, and the Ateneo Chemistry Olympiad competition. But for today, we are featuring guests from two educational organizations, Ateneo Psyche and Ateneo Speed, or the Ateneo Special Education Society. They'll be talking about their upcoming initiatives aligned with their advocacies and the communities they want to reach out to. So what are we waiting for? Without further ado, please welcome our first guest from Ateneo Psyche. Hi guys, welcome to Kwentuhang MVP, Joaquin, Rishi, and wow, Hannah. Please introduce yourselves and your org positions to everyone watching today.
Okay, so I'll go first. Hi, everybody. I'm Hannah Tuballa. I'm one of the project heads for hashtag F the Stigma 2021, along with Rishi.
Hi everyone, I'm Rishi Lacson, one of the project heads for hashtag F the Stigma 2021, along with Hannah. Joaquin.
Hi guys, so I'm Joaquin and I am the current Vice President for Public Relations and Marketing of Ateneo Psyche.
Wow, I'm so blessed to have you guys today. So thank you so much for joining us. Quick check-in muna. How are you feeling today and how's the quarter going so far?
Okay, so personally, for me, it's doable, but of course, we have a lot of deadlines coming up, but I feel like I'm doing relatively better naman compared to like the last quarter. So I'm thankful for that. How about Joaquin?
So far, so good into the first few weeks of the fourth quarter. Minsan, alam mo yung there are things that you have to do every day. Unlike before, na there are days na parang you just go to class and then when you go home, parang, oh, I have nothing to do. Pero this time, parang every day may kailangan gawin to avoid all those backlogs.
Okay, so right now, I feel a bit nervous, but overall, I'm super thrilled to be here with you guys. So thank you so much for inviting us. For this quarter naman, I'm coping naman, and I feel like I'm in a better place right now compared to the previous quarters. And my whole routine has become healthier. Overall, I feel great.
Yay, that's good to hear. And syempre, we're in the last leg of the school year nga, diba? So it's good that you guys are feeling good and ready for today's episode, of course. So I know you guys aren't just handling ACAD. So I want to know, how is it being in Psyche? And tell us a bit about what made you choose to spearhead your department for Joaquin and the project that you're working on for Hannah and Rishi.
Okay. For me, since it's my third year in my department, no, actually, I didn't choose to be part of PR&M. Nung first year ako, one of the departments I was opting to go was HR. So when I applied to there, narinig ko na lang from my superiors na they decided na, oh, I'm a better fit for PRM daw. Tapos sabi ko, wala kasi ako experience doon. So, naisip ko na, really? Hindi ako makapaniwala. Parang, okay, sige. Open naman din ako to new experiences and opportunities. So with that, look where I'm look where I am now. Parang, it's been very fun, and I got to meet a lot of new people. I got to make a lot of connections and do what I love. I've grown to love the things that I'm doing in the department. How about for Hannah Rishi?
Hi, okay. So being in Psyche, I'm actually very happy that like Psyche is my home org since like every single project so far that like I've been part of, it's been very like close to my own personal advocacies, like all the mental health webinars and all of our workshops. It's always been something that I think is relevant, and not just me, but like all my other friends as well. And overall, I just feel very proud to be where I am in the organization, and being a project head for hashtag F the Stigma 2021 for me is just like one of those milestones that I think can like allow me to better contribute to the org that I'm very happy to be in. So how about Rishi?
Hi. So being in Psyche, actually, I super agree with Hannah. Super saya. And I super feel welcomed. And it's super fun and enriching to interact with people who promote and support the same advocacies that I do. So being with hashtag after Stigma naman, being a freshman, I really wanted to try new things and test the waters. I also wanted to improve my leadership skills and gain a lot of experience from it.
Yes, that's great, you guys. I realize that's the value of orgs din naman, diba? To help us grow, for us to make connections, to meet new people, and syempre for us to have a platform to do more of what we can to serve others. Magis, ika nga, diba? So it's super exciting, and ako personally, I can't wait to know more about what you guys have in store for us. So can you tell us a bit more about Psyche? Siguro explain what Psyche is and what it does as an org. Maybe you can share also the vision, mission, values, and siguro the advocacies that you guys seek to uphold.
Okay. To start, Ateneo Psyche is the premier psychology organization of the Loyola schools, and we are grounded by three of our core competencies. So that is promoting the awareness and appreciation of psychology as a multifaceted field. We advocate for the mental health movement, and we strive to function as a center of community development within and outside the Ateneo. So we organize projects and events that target the favorable growth and development of the Philippines as a nation by endowing our members with the competencies that Psyche is built on. And these projects and initiatives gravitate to ideas of self-improvement, awareness, education, and development.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Joaquin. No, I feel like Psyche's mission as an organization and the advocacy is very relevant, especially now, diba, we're in the middle of this pandemic, we're all online. So it's very important for us not to put a spotlight on mental health. So in behalf of everybody else who, finds that relevant and important nga, thank you guys for always going the extra mile to work on that aspect and to have these kinds of initiatives. So speaking of nga, how you guys, have this advocacy to campaign for better mental health and all that, can you tell us specifically what some initiatives or endeavors that Psyche hosts annually?
So before we go into F the Stigma, which Hannah and Rishi will discuss later, just going to introduce some of our annual projects lang din. So for this year then, we've managed to execute PsychX, and Red Letter Day, and various fundraisers. So with the online setting, of course, there's a lot of things na hindi na siya magagawa compared to physical, na yung mga talks, events, discussions, and everything na mas free and flexible tayo gawin physical. So most of our projects right now revolve around webinars and talks, as well as fundraisers na din for two of our partner communities right now, Australia's and Large, which Hannah and Rishi will also discuss later. So these webinars tend to focus on psychology and paired with another feature. So, for example, our upcoming event, Psych X, which will be happening tomorrow, it's going to explore the relationship between psychology and Filipino culture. And Red Letter Day, which stands for Respect, Equality, and Diversity, kaya RED, is a talk that focuses on promoting yan, respect, equality, and diversity. And if you managed to see or were able to participate in RED last February or March ba yun? A few months ago, it was aiming for political awareness since yung upcoming elections very near na. So we are encouraging the youth to, of course, register to vote. So yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Joaquin. Busy-busy ang Ateneo Psyche. So, for sure, kahit you said na hindi mo in-expect yung position mo, I think you're thriving naman and kita sa activities niyo na effective yung leadership mo, di ba? Because, wow, you guys have a lot of projects in store pala, and that's really great to hear. So, thank you again. And
Thank
like
you,
you said,
Suel.
right. So, like you said nga, let's focus a bit more and Hannah and Rishi's project naman. All right, guys, can you tell us a bit more about your upcoming project? Hashtag F the Stigma 2021. Maybe concept, topics, and the marketing material, siguro. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, so hashtag F the Stigma 2021 Yugto is actually this year's edition of Ateneo Psyche's annual hashtag F the Stigma event. So what hashtag F the Stigma is, it's a project that aims to fight against the present stigma surrounding mental health through an awareness campaign. This year, we're planning to expand this awareness through various initiatives that we hope would provide everybody with a welcoming experience and a sense of peace and assurance, especially for those who have felt stuck, lost, or overwhelmed by these incredibly difficult times. Now more than ever, we've developed hashtag F the Stigma 2021 Yugto to be a perfect avenue for people to immerse themselves in conversations that had previously been marked as taboo, since that's what the general connotation for mental health is in the Philippines. So through this, we're allowing everybody to be assured and supported with a space and environment that would allow for individual and communal growth and healing with regards to mental health, especially after this very difficult year.
That's right, Hannah. So our project will consist of two main initiatives, the first being the fundraiser and the second being a three-part webinar series, along with some fun gimmicks such as a raffle and an IG story poll series. So our fundraiser, which will happen simultaneously with the three-part webinar series, will actually be the continuation of the merch selling of the Ateneo Psyche's previous merch designing competition. Aside from this, we'll also be showcasing some fun items made by our partner mental health communities. So look forward to that. Majority of our proceeds will be directed to two of our partner communities, which will actually be blasting tonight. So another thing to look forward to. Together with this, we'll be having an online raffle where two lucky winners can get the chance to win some merchandise bundles along with very interesting IG poll stories.
Grabe, there really is a lot in store from Ateneo Psyche. And you guys, this is such a noble cause, and it's so good that you're able to adapt to this online setting and channel all the adjustment that we have. Syempre, we're all used to being on campus, but even with the shifted setting, you guys are able to have a variety of initiatives, and that's really such a great thing. And I'm sure everyone watching also wants to know, is it org-wide? Is it open to all? And how can people be updated about this?
So actually, we have a second initiative. So aside from the fundraiser that Rishi mentioned, which is actually the highlight of this project. So it's our three-part webinar series which will be on all 3 Saturdays of May, starting May 8th until May 22. So these 3 webinars all build on like the concept of journeying through mental health concerns, like one step at a time. So it's really perfect for anybody who's new to mental health or would just like want to know more or deepen their understanding about this topic, seeing how like relevant it is currently. So since these are all connected to one another, we highly suggest and we think that it's better for everybody to register for all 3. But to keep the anticipation going, we won't reveal these titles or the topics at once. But what we can say is that each of them would be tackling like a specific concern about their process of starting, engaging, and supporting conversations about mental health.
Yeah,
All right.
actually,
Okay, go, Rishi.
actually, the theme of our project is Yugto, which refers to a fundamental transition or development of a story or phenomenon. We center on the idea of having mental health struggles amidst our context is a journey that goes on through a community, and the goal is to shine light on the greater context. Right, Hannah?
Yeah, just to answer what Hannah, the host, was asking us if this is awkward or open to all. We're actually opening this to everybody, especially to those who really want to know more about mental health and like engage themselves in that discussion. So, be it for their own sake or to be of help for somebody else, this is a really great opportunity to do so. And not to mention, we think that this is a perfect opportunity to support our mental health sector in the Philippines, as our partner communities have been hit very hard by this pandemic, and we're doing all that we can to support them through this fundraiser. And a way that you can be updated with our project would be through our Psyche, Ateneo Psyche social media, which I think Joaquin can talk more about.
Yeah, so for our blasts for F the Sigma, it will be happening. It will be happening all throughout May, and you can follow our social media accounts at Ateneo Psyche on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So as Rishi mentioned a while ago, we'll also be having another blast tonight. So hope that you can support that one, guys.
All right. Looking forward to all the events that you guys have talaga. May suspense pa, di ba? You aren't disclosing all the info. So dapat everyone watching should sign up, guys. I'm looking at all of you from the other side of the screen. Sign up na and check out Ateneo Psyche's Facebook page na. So thank you so much for that. Let's move on naman to a bit more about your position as project head, specifically for Hannah and Rishi again. So I want to ask you guys, how has it been working on this project? Any fun? What were the fun, exciting things to work on? And siguro a bit also on the challenges that you face.
Okay, so for me, actually, personally, this year's hashtag of the stigma is my second shot at leading this project series. So I was actually project head for last year's hashtag of the stigma, but it had to be canceled because of the pandemic. So getting another shot at handling this project, which personally means a lot to me because of the relevance and advocacy of mental health, gave me like this weird sense of redemption, if I might say. So it like drove me to channeling a lot of my regrets from that past project into making this one into a success. And not to mention, for me, it was really very fun to work with Rishi and the rest of our team, like at the beginning of the project, since that was when I felt na, wow, there's a lot of potential to this project that I think we could like unearth and discover one step at a time. And I'm just very excited to see how this project is gonna play out in the coming days. So how about Rishi?
So for me naman, I totally agree with what Hannah said. You know, fun fact is that it's actually my first time to be part of a project like this. So I would give the credit to Hannah for guiding me throughout the duration of this project. I have learned so much because of the people around me, the whole project management team and OICs. Overall, it has truly been a fun roller coaster ride.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. So, wow, that's interesting, no? For Hannah, she had her previous attempt canceled, and this is a first time for Rishi. So this is a really good tandem. And I think from what I can see and what you guys are telling me, you guys are doing such a good job. And for sure, this will be a success. And of course, with the help of the participation of everyone watching here today, diba? So with that naman, what you guys think are the main lessons or takeaways that people will get from hashtag F the Stigma 2021?
For me, right off the bat, like it's the message that mental health is a journey. It's not something that's exclusive to a specific group of people. Like mental health is something universal. It's the same thing as physical health. They're two sides of the same coin. We're all affected by the stigma surrounding mental health, and we need to be proactive and fully involved because this is something that's really as important as as our physical health. And another fact is that recovery isn't linear either. So we need to acknowledge the tiny steps that we're taking going forward.
That's so true, Hannah. Like what our tagline says, sa bawat yapak ay may panibagong yugto. Every step is a new chapter. Even the tiniest step matters.
All right. How about for you naman, Joaquin? What do you think is the biggest lesson or takeaway?
Same. I feel like nasama na din ni Hannah and Rishi. Pero maybe I could emphasize na lang na yung mental health is just as important as your physical health. Kasi there's still a lot of people who believe na parang hindi naman invalidate pero belittle yung the effect of your mental health to you kasi if you want to understand it in the most simplest way possible, think of it like na when you're working tapos kaya pagod ka, 'di ba, you want to rest, 'di ba? Pero kapag hindi ka natulog, hindi ka kumain, if you don't take care of yourself then, if you don't give yourself time, your brain to rest, 'di ba? Like kapag mga students, kapag mga finals week, 'di ba? If you don't take care of your mental health, it will greatly affect your performance. And it will create a vicious cycle na lang din eh. Kasi parang how your mental health can also affect your physical health, your energy, and all that. So yun na lang emphasis. Tapos gusto ko din AV-iter yung sabi ni Hannah na parang mental health is a journey because it is, bestie. Mental health is a journey and it's a journey for the rest of our lives. It's something that not only na it's not a journey that tayo lang nandoon kasi of course we are all in this together. We try to help everyone for the betterment of all of us, each of us. Yeah.
Yes, you know what? I actually resonate with all the things you guys shared. You guys shared today. It's so nice to hear from people who are talking about this and are actually making an effort to make people understand the value of mental health, especially in today's society, diba? So thank you so much. Before we end, is there anything else you'd like to share with us about hashtag F the Stigma 2021 or Psyche in general? Anything to add, guys?
For hashtag F the Stigma, just to give a brief leeway. So our team has worked very hard over the past few months to make this project into reality. So we'd really like to have all of your support and please look forward to our project's launch in the coming days.
Yes, we are asking for your support because supporting this project also means supporting our beneficiaries, which again will be announced today. So,
And for me, I would just like to bring back to consciousness. So we will be having, Psyche will be having another webinar tomorrow, actually, from 2 to 4 p.m., which is Psych X. So you can still register. Just go to our social media pages at Ateneo Psyche, and there is a bit.ly link there. I would also like to plug our online magazine, Psyche Today, which you can also find on Facebook at Ateneo Psyche Today, as well as EQ and You, our monthly podcast focusing on inter and intrapersonal skills. And that is on Spotify. So yon. Also, shout out na din to my PRNM babies. I love you all. Thank you for supporting. Yeah, thank you.
Ayun, shout out nga sa mga baby ni Joaquin and to everyone from Ateneo Psyche. You guys, that's great. Thank you so much for talking with us about hashtag F the Stigma 2021 and Psyche today. Joaquin, Rishi, and Hannah, it was truly an honor, and we appreciate how you were using your platform for such a great cause. With that, I hope everyone is excited for an opportunity to learn with Psyche. Ang dami nilang binigay ng mga opportunities for you guys to understand the value of mental health and, to be with them in this journey of breaking the stigma nga. So, if you guys didn't catch that, you can go back to this recording naman and see all the different activities lined up for you. We'll see you guys again at the end for a quick wrap up. But for now, let's welcome our next guest from Ateneo Speed. All right. Welcome, Nina and Angelico. Please introduce yourself and your position to everyone watching or listening today.
Okay, I'll go first. So, hi, I am Nina. I'm one of the projects of Open Area with Angelico. And yes, it's, Angelico's team.
Okay. Hello, my name is Angelico, and I am the co-project head of Open Area 2021.
All right. Hi, guys. Welcome and thank you for joining me today. So, before anything else, kamustahan muna? How are you feeling today? Is the quarter going well? Marami na bang readings, deadlines, whatnot?
Oh, for me, it's actually okay. I'm having a lot of fun with my subjects since I'm from SOSE, and yeah, we're having labs, and it's so far doing well. Really interesting talaga. How about you, Angelico?
Okay, so, as of me, for me, actually, most of my subjects are a bit heavy on the readings, but trying your best talaga to survive.
Oo nga naman. We're all just trying to get by with this online setting nga. So, aside from ACADS, yun nga, you guys are working for Ateneo Speed. Can you tell me about how the org helps you go about with your college life naman?
Oh, for me, kasi I came from a school where there were since Speed is about persons with special needs and empowering them. It helps me. That's one of the advocacies talaga. It makes me. This gives you that motivation to feel good, like you're empowering them, you're serving them, and you're making them feel. Not really making it, but more on just making sure that they're empowered. Like most especially now, like it's more difficult, and also just being that support, and you're learning from them too, because they're really very optimistic din. So it's really been amazing for me, and it's one of the best things that happened throughout my college life. How about you, Gecko?
For me naman, one thing that I really like about Ateneo Speed is how everyone is so close to each other. Like different batches are working together. You're friends with your sophomores, freshmen, juniors, and seniors, and super seniors. And like even the alumni in Speed, we still talk to them talaga. They love giving advice to us, to the lower batches talaga, which is something really cool. And another thing about Speed is how we have Discord calls. Like every night, we do our best to invite one another to just kwento, and if you want someone to talk to.
Wow, I'm happy to hear all of that. So you guys have more than just an org, no? You're able to like develop a family, and like Angelico said, you guys have Discord calls, and that's fun. I feel like in this online setting, naman, that's the best way to get to know people and to build connections. So since you guys seem very thrilled to be in Speed nga, let's talk a bit more about the org itself, naman. So first, I want to know, what does Ateneo's Special Education Society do as an organization?
Well, for us, we basically just aim to create this inclusive society for the PWDs, or the persons with disabilities. So we focus more on their empowerment and their awareness, most especially. So we do this through our projects, which we'll talk about later, including Open Area. Yeah. And then we also want to form our members holistically. So we have talks, we also have like these processing sessions para they can be like more and awareness part, since these the sector is really really compassionate talaga, and we want to learn from them. Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything to add to that, pa, Angelico?
I think Nina got it naman.
Okay, sige. Thank you so much for that, Nina. And it's good to know na you guys are putting an effort to, represent the sector and to do more for them because as you said nga, the pandemic, syempre, it's had a lot of negative effects to a lot of sectors in society, and it's great na there are people like you who work for them and work with them. So, can you guys tell me more about the goals and values that Speed wants to achieve and promote naman?
Mhm. Okay, so I can answer this. So at Ateneo Speed, we try to envision an inclusive society for PWSNs. So we want to do our best talaga to empower them, to talk about their rights, and give them a stronger voice. Also in Ateneo Speed, we have these core values. We have four, which are growth, acceptance, love, and happiness. And we try our best to make sure that each of our projects, we try to instill these values talaga on them. We want to grow our advocates together with these values.
Right. I honestly really like the idea that you said about giving them a stronger voice. And I think now that's very important. And that's something that we really do need to give to our sectors. So, since you mentioned nga, these are your goals, these are the things that you want to work for in Ateneo Speed and what you're working towards. Can you tell me what specific projects or initiatives that you guys host every year that are geared towards such?
Okay, so in Ateneo Speed, we have Speed Week. We do our best to make sure that we have one every school year. This is a week where we advocate for the rights of the PWSNs. We also have Spectrum. This is our fundraising event. So here we try to share different artworks through like merchandise, like clothes. So we ask artworks from our partner communities, and then we put them in T-shirts. So we try to advocate for those as well. And then the money goes to a project called Spamegay, which is a fundraiser for our partner areas. And then we also have Open Area and FSL, which we try our best to host every school year. So Open Area, again, it talks about opening our area visits to people outside of Speed. And then we also have FSL because some of our partner communities, they actually do fingerspell, finger sign language, and Filipino sign language, which we want to teach everyone else. Okay?
All right. Wow, you mentioned artwork with partner communities, diba? That's
Mhm.
so nice. I like the idea that you guys are making it a collaborative effort and they have a part in the things that you're doing. They're able to see their artworks turn to life pa when you guys saw them. So I think that's great. Um you guys are also holding the specific project, right? It's called Open Area. So can you guys tell me a bit more about that? Maybe you can share why you guys open speed area visits to non-members, and also what exactly happens during these visits and what communities are involved ba?
Okay, so in open area, again, a while ago we talked about the core value. So in open area, we're actually focusing on the core value of acceptance. So one thing about acceptance is that it's not a conditional thing. So in other words, if you want to show acceptance towards one person, we have to show it towards everyone else. So here, what we do in open area is that we want to teach people to accept the PWSN sector, which is why we also have to show it to them as well. So if we want other people to accept the PWSN sector, we have to accept other people first. We have to accept them and show them that, hey, we accept you. We want to teach you guys how to accept them as well. Okay. And then during these area visits, we actually have these modules where we teach our partner communities different work daily life things. So we have classes regarding arts and crafts. We also have math lessons. So in these area visits, what we do is that we work together with them. So our people that gets to participate in these area visits, we use a camera to show that everyone is like following instructions talaga. And
All right, how about you, Nina? Do you have something to add to that pa?
Gecko said everything naman, so yeah, I'm good.
Okay, sige. So, now that you guys are able to give us nga a brief description of what actually happens during open area, can you tell us naman how did you guys decide on a theme or concept for this year's open area? Like, did you have to adjust anything but with the pandemic, or let's say what makes it different from when we were on on-site classes pa?
Oh, for this year, since we planned to have it talaga sa second sem because we thought na we were gonna have on-site classes again. But yun, with what happened, we decided to make it 2 weeks na lang para we had one last week. We just finished our first wave and our second wave will be this May 10. That's why we're still having sign-ups right now. And we're involving the different areas para there can be really this immersion talaga for the people. And then para there can be some breathing room kasi yes, online classes is stressful. Yan. So and yan. So we made it semestral para more engagement and yeah. Sure. And this year we also decided to partner with several orgs like with KAIF, with Project Laan, because we see their advocacies as similar to ours, and it would be interesting then to have them, since open area was just more on letting the people just come in. We decided to have partnerships para we can see our advocacies with that naman din.
All right. So you guys already had wave one na. It's done. That's amazing. And um you know what? I feel like based on what I'm hearing right now, you guys are super hands-on with this because syempre, it takes actual engagement, diba? You actually, reach out to your partner communities. So, how has it been managing this project? Were there any exciting experiences or challenges that you had as the directors of this? How about you, Angelico? And then, like, you both can share.
Okay. So I guess one problem that we had was I guess during our planning phase it was during midterms talaga. So it was a bit difficult for our volunteers. But which is why we chose to like move na lang, open area na lang to the dates right now. That way I guess we can, accommodate to our volunteers rin talaga. So I guess that's one of our problems that we faced. Okay, Nina?
Oh, similar din to Angelico, a lot of volunteers were also quite busy, and there wasn't like enough time to orient them din properly. And for us, like we had to reschedule it several times because of ACADS and certain Atenean events. So that's there too. Pero it was so worth it naman since all of the people who have joined so far, they've all had positive reviews and they've super enjoyed all of our experiences that we've given them in these area visits.
Wow. So, you know what? Honestly, hindi naman talaga mawawala yung struggles of time. Kasi nga, we're also handling ACADS. We're also students aside from, org active people. But you guys still managed to push through and you guys are having the project ongoing nga. So, for sure, it will be a success. And like you said, it's worth it nga because you see the people na you're actually helping. And I know that's a very fulfilling thing on your end. For sure naman din, you guys want to, extend that experience to other people. So, what do you wish people would learn from this experience? And more importantly, how would you encourage others to sign up for open area?
Yes, so I can go first. Okay, so one thing that I wish that people would learn in our open area is that they would learn to accept the PWSN sector. We want to teach them that we don't define people by their disabilities. Yeah. Nina?
Oh, similar din naman to Gecko, but hopefully even if the pandemic, I'd want people to try out new things aside from having these stressors from like these ACADS and having org work, it's learning more about the world through like these simple area visits, I guess. Yeah, and because just have fun with them because there's a lot to learn talaga from the sector and how we learn about ourselves. Yeah, cliches from there. So young.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear. You know what? Thinking about it now, I have like a random like impromptu question lang. You guys yourselves have been to the area na ba? Kayo mismo? Okay. So, can you share me siguro one striking thing that you remember from that experience? Like one interaction siguro with the people there, one thing you did.
I can share that. So, last school year, there were still on-site area visits. So I was actually partnered with one of the children, and then like we were a bit quiet, but at the same time we were very happy. We would be high-fiving each other all the time. We would shake hands like the whole time. It was really really fun. And the thing that really struck me the most is that we had another event, which is in the Ateneo naman campus. So they've joined the event. Tapos when I saw him, he recognized my face talaga. He went to me talaga and said hi. So I guess that's really one thing that strikes me the most about area visits.
For niyo naman.
Oh, for me, we had before the lockdown, we had an event where the areas went to the school, and then they were able to sing. They made coffee. They like shook the coffee in front of us because it was like a fundraising event. They made their own stuff ganyan and they sold it. So they shook it, and then they were so happy when they were shaking. It's like they were making a sound and they were moving their heads along with it. And since I was a buddy, it was so fun just like jamming with them and playing. And then even after they made the coffee and the way they served it was so charming. You can't let go of the smiles on their faces, and they were just so enthusiastic because they were, playing, and yeah, they had a lot of fun. It was so cute.
Yeah, you know what? Listening to you guys, it's like it's such a big initiative, it's such a big project, but it always goes down to the little things, diba? Like for Angelico, it was the kid, the person recognizing you, and for Nina, it was hearing the coffee, and I think that's great kasi dun mo feel na these people, you're able to touch these people, diba? When they're doing these little things that warm your heart, and knowing na you work so hard. So I feel like this is very fulfilling in your end, and ako nga, just listening from you guys, I'm like my heart is really warm right now. All right. So before we end the segment, naman, is there anything else you'd like to share about the project Open Area? Is there
Oh,
anything else you'd like to add?
we're having sign-ups right now for the project, and it's going to end on May 5. And there are very limited slots right now. So if to all people watching this, please sign up ASAP if you really wanna get into the project and all, because it's really really exciting. And yeah, how about you, Gecko?
Oh, I think you already said everything. So yeah, if you guys have time, feel free to sign up for our open area. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing Open Area with us, Nina and Angelico. And again, to everyone listening and watching, sign up now to engage with the area kids and become advocates for their sectors. And thank you so much, guys. Once again, that's all for Ateneo Speed. And at this point, we'd like to thank again Ateneo Psyche and Ateneo Speed for sharing their upcoming projects with us. Maybe ask our guests from Ateneo Psyche to come back also. All right, there we are. So please check them both out, guys, if you haven't already. And you know what? I feel like it's wonderful that they're both advocating for very important causes and embodying being persons for others through these initiatives. So before we wrap up, muna guys, let's have a quick Q&A. So I'll just ask a few quick questions and we'll go around so you guys can all answer. You guys ready, Jiba? All right, sige. My first question is, what has been your favorite project to work on in the past year? Sige, I'll call people na lang. Sige, Hannah, how about you?
Okay, for me, right off the bat, hashtag F the Stigma 2021.
Of course. How about you, Rishi?
Of course, hashtag Apple Stigma.
Syempre naman, guys, advocating for their own project. How about you, Joaquin?
Honestly, with all the projects, kasi I'm actually overseeing all the projects considering that I'm VP, so naka-deploy yung mga members ko dun. Pero one of my favorite projects is actually Psyche Today. Kasi isipin mo, it's a magazine, and just seeing all the content and information they put out. Sobrang fun magbasa.
Wow. Okay, thank you for that. How about you, Angelico?
Aside from open area, I guess I would say I had fun with Speed Week, volunteering. Yeah.
Okay, sige. How about you, Nina?
I think I'm biased towards open area. Sorry, I love it so much.
All right, that's great to hear. It could be the projects you're working on right now or a project before, but nonetheless, they're all projects that are for a good cause. So thank you so much, guys, for all your efforts. So next question naman, ito very simple. One word to describe your org. Let's start again with Nina naman this time.
Fun.
Fun. Okay, Angelico.
Wholesome.
Wholesome. Okay, Joaquin.
Feel ko just like Speed, maybe inclusive.
Inclusive. Love that. Rishi.
Family.
Uy, I like that also. Last but not least, Hannah.
Community. Community.
Right. All those words are great. And for sure, it embodies what you guys feel in the org and, how the org is to you naman. So since we asked you one word about your specific org, how about one word to describe the specific projects you're working on. So that's hashtag F the Stigma 21 and open area. Let's start with Hannah again this time.
Okay, so my word is actually going to be connected to Rishi. So my word is yapak.
How about Rishi?
Yugto.
Uy, I like that. That made sense. I like that. That is marketing to the highest level. How about you, Joaquin?
Wait, hindi ako ready doon. Wala nang word for that. Ano po pwede? Connected na lang kasi connected yung dalawa.
Okay, sige. How about you, Angelico?
Again, I would say acceptance.
Okay, that's true. Acceptance. Dina?
Inclusivity.
Acceptance, inclusivity. Hand in hand din naman. So for sure, you guys working with each other, like in your respective projects, syempre, you're all geared towards the same thing. So thank you for all those really nice words. And ako personally na-enganyo ako sa mga projects niyo just by how you guys are sharing it. So last question na lang. What's a goal you want to achieve personally or related to ACADS or your org before the school year ends? Nina naman this time.
I want to finish strong. Yay.
Yes, of course. Finish strong. How about you, Angelico?
Personally, my goal is that I inspire someone to apply for area head.
Inspire someone to apply for area. Guys, if you're listening, baka kayo na yung na-inspire dahil kay Angelico. So, sign up na. Sige, Joaquin, yun naman.
Pretty same with Nina yung finish strong, pero at the end of the year, I would probably want to look back and be happy with everything that I and Ateneo Psyche has done for the year.
Wow, that's a very wholesome answer. Thank you, Joaquin. How about you, Rishi?
So right now, at the end of the year, I still want to keep the drive, motivation, and momentum that I have right now until next school year.
Yay! Okay, super excited for you. And last but not least, Hannah.
Okay, just right off the bat, I want to survive the SEM. And of course, I want to get back to the drive that I had back when I was in face-to-face classes pa, but not to the point of burning out. So just keeping that balance.
Honestly, such a mood with just wanting to survive. And of course, that's everyone's goal din naman. And true balance will definitely help all of you guys achieve the goals that you personally have for yourself and for whatever endeavor you may encounter. So before we go, do you guys have any last reminders, shout outs, promotions? Let's start with Psyche.
Feel ko na sabi ko na mention ko na din kanina. Pero I guess to reiterate, so tomorrow Psyche will be having Psych X, and then please support our follow and like our social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Ateneo Psyche, and also EQ&U, our podcast on Spotify, and of course, F the Stigma, and of course, support Speed's open area.
Wow, love that collaboration na from Speed and Psyche. Oy, baka next year, guys, you guys will work with each other naman. All right, let's hear from Ateneo Speed.
Okay, so one of Ateneo Speed's project is happening later. So Sprout 2021 talk on navigating online special education is happening later from 3:30 to 5 p.m. live at the Ateneo Speed Facebook page. Catch our speakers, Mrs. Marilyn Go and Miss Audrey Lim, and join us as we help parents learn how to manage special education for their children in the online setting. See you guys there.
All right. Thank you so much, Ateneo Speed. And you know what? It's so great to hear from all of you guys. All of your initiatives are very relevant nga. And I applaud you for being so selfless and putting yourselves in service of other people who need you. So thank you so much, everyone. We hope that all of you enjoyed being on Kwentuhang MVP. That's it for today. And thank you, of course, to all of you watching or listening. Catch you again next week for another episode. Once again, this is Hannah Mantos, your bubbly chica buddy from 1AV.IR, and this has been Kwentuhang MVP.
Radyo-katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo-katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo-katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.